you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. As always, I am Mr. Clark Griswold, and if you are a first timer to the channel, then welcome. I appreciate you being here as well. I also appreciate my new subscribers, old subscribers, everybody who follows me on Twitter. Thank you guys so much. I am here for you guys. I do this for you guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, you can do so at Mr. Clark Griswold. And click that subscribe button down below. And when you do, hit that bell. That bell gives you notifications for when I send out videos just like this one, our weekly swing plays. I also send out videos for our daily setups, our top setups for the day, top setups for the week, monthly swings, informational videos, motivational videos, a bunch of learning tools, a whole bunch of other stuff. So follow along with me and everybody else as we teach you guys how to trade price action, and probably the easiest trading strategy that you will find, okay? So we will get started here for our Monday, March 28th swing plays, okay? So with these swing plays, we are getting expiry dates either the end of the week or 2 weeks out, okay? Either or I'm fine with. And then your strike price, we'll go through that a little later in the video, okay? So let's get started here. First thing with Adobe, ADBE. So on Adobe had a 2-up. So a 2-up bar is a bar that crosses only the high side of the previous bar. So it is a 2-up, okay? But we did finish red. Okay, so when I see that, probabilities tell me that this thing is going to go down the following week, okay? It's not always, but we play probabilities, we play price action, okay? So if we break this trigger here, this pink line, the yellow line is our daily, the pink line is our weekly. You can check out the daily videos as well. But the weekly, we take puts at 416.47, okay? And we take targets at the preceding wicks. Okay, and you can go back and find your next ones throughout. You just have to click them down here, like so. Okay, so then that gives you your targets for the week. Okay, the other thing I like to see here is the month, quarterly, and the yearly are all showing red. The week, we don't know what it's going to show until Monday opens up, okay? This indicator is Time Frame Continuity right here by Board Rider B. Okay, that's the author. So you can find that indicator in your indicator tabs for TradingView. Okay, next up is Fubo, F-U-B-O. And you guys know what's coming here. Anybody who follows me consistently, a 3-1 setup or an outside bar, inside bar. Okay, super, super rare, super powerful patterns. Okay, we tend to explode on these. On the following bars. So inside bars or 1 bars do not break the high or the low of the previous candle. An outside bar or a 3 bar breaks the high and the low of the previous candle. Okay, so when we combine these together, we get a super rare, super powerful pattern. Okay, so we have to go back all the way to March of 2021. The last time we had a 3-1 setup on the weekly. Okay? And again, we play probabilities, and they don't always explode. But you see this one here, 34.25 up to 34.70. So not much of an explosion there. If we go back to find the next one, we got a whole bunch here. So we can go back and find the next few. This one did not do much. This one, we had a nice little break here. From 970 to 880. Okay, so a good gain there. Same thing here. We had a nice break. Showing me a double inside bar. So this is not holding true to my theories or my probabilities. Here was a nice break here on this one. And again, like I said, they don't always break out the way we're hoping to, but probabilities tell us that more likely than not that they do. Okay, so we can look at this, and I want to be very transparent with you guys with all my stuff. So 735 to 607. So that was a really good gain there on Fubo. So we have the same thing back here now. So we can take calls at 801, puts at 681 on these pink lines. Those are our triggers. Okay, so that's an outside, inside bar setup. Excuse me. Hood, this will be on our main watch list. 3-1 setup for Hood again. So calls at 1383, puts at 1221. If we go back in time to find one, we won't because Hood is so new. So this is the first time Hood has shown an outside inside on the weekly setups. Okay, let's go into PayPal now. PYPL has a 2 down that finished green. A 2 down is a 2 bar that breaks only the low of the previous candle. So it's a 2 down. But we did finish green, so we were headed back up. You can call it a failed 2 if you'd like. And just because it did not finish red. And we will look for calls, okay? Call triggers at 79.97. And again, here's our targets, okay? Top of the next wick. Top of the next wick. And top of the next wick. And so on and so forth, okay? So you can call those targets. You can call them pivot points. You can call it magnitude. It all means the same thing. This is also where the bears would have their stop losses at, okay? So next up on the list, Starbucks. You know what's coming here. Another 3-1 setup. Calls at 89.78, puts at 85.52. Let's just go back in time again. Look, here we have another one. Look at outside, inside. We break the low and we're gone from 119.47 to 116.06. And if you had 2 weeks out, well, you gained a little more. Outside, inside, all the way up, okay? So very, very powerful, very, very rare patterns. Here's another one, outside, inside, and we take it all the way down. Okay, if you can see that from here, inside, down to here. So we're looking at, 70, call it 72 to about 68. Okay, so these are big swing plays. It's good money, okay? 3-1 setups, guys. BA, this Boeing company, had an inside bar. Inside bar, as I always say, and I've told you guys before, shows consolidation in a stock, okay? So we did not break the high of the previous bar. We did not break the low of the previous bar. We are consolidating and ready to break to the high side or the low side. So we can take calls at 192.86, puts at 180.81. 61, sorry. Carnival Cruise Line CCL inside bar, calls 1930, puts 1783. CL is Colgate Palmolive. Inside bar 75.06, we're taking calls 72.86 with puts. CRM 2 up that finished red. We're top of our broadening formation here, so we can possibly look for a reversal to the downside. There's one thing. The second thing, we have time frame on the month, quarterly, and yearly. And the third thing, we have a 2 up that finished red. Okay, so puts at 208.31 on CRM. Some good things going for it there. DraftKings, again, 2 up that finished red, so we can look for puts at $17.99. ETSY is Etsy, 2 up that finished red, puts at $129.75. GS is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has an inside bar, so we can take calls at $346.30 or puts at $334.35 on the inside bar on GS. KDP is Keurig Dr. Pepper, a 2 up. Here's a 3-1 example that didn't really play out for us. But so now we're left with a 2 up that finished red. We'll look for puts at $36.81 on Keurig Dr. Pepper. Lucid Motors LCID, a 2-up that finished red, so we'll look for puts at 24.52. Lows LOW outside bar means we break the high and the low of the previous candle. We can take calls at 238.37, puts at 211.39. The month, the quarterly, and the yearly are all red. Monster Energy MNST, 2-up that finished red. We can take puts at $77.25. Moderna mRNA, 2-up that finished red. 163.03. We're taking puts. MS is Morgan Stanley, a 2-up that finished red. Is that a 2-up? Might be exactly the same. 94 by a penny. We're a 2-up by 1 penny on the previous bar. So let's look for puts at 91.82. And remember, guys, if we don't trigger this, if we don't pass through this or break through this, there is no play, okay? These teal blue lines are our monthly setups. And I can show you guys, if we go to the monthly, we had an outside bar. Okay, so we had a high and a low. We opened up here. We've already hit targets, okay? So you could have been in and out of this play already on the monthly, okay? For some really, really good money on Morgan Stanley. On to the weekly. Or back to the weekly. Pfizer, 2-up that finished red. We'll look for puts at 52.16. Pinterest, PINS, 2-up red. Puts at 24.96. RBLX, 2-up red. Full time frame here. And puts at 45.44. A lot of 2-up reds. 2-up red again. Puts 117.14. That's on Roku. SE is C Limited. 2-up red. Puts at 111.54. SNAP, 2-up red. 34.27 puts. SQ is Square. 2-up that finished red. We can take puts at 127.23. TDOC, 2-up, finished red. 64.64. We can take puts. TTD is the trade desk. Another 2-up that finished red. The yellow lines, of course, are our daily setups. We can take puts on this at 62.83. UPST has a 2-up red. 99.87. We can take puts. And look, so let's say we put our targets here at the bottom of the preceding wick at 85. Okay, so if I'm taking puts on this, I'm getting expiry dates 1 to 2 weeks out, so next Friday or the Friday after. And then when I'm looking for a strike price from 99, you know, we can look. This one's a little bit more difficult to do than a day trade, because day trades I just take just out of the money or just in the money. This one I would be looking to take, you know, somewhere in the, you know, I wouldn't go all the way to here, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't go to 85 or 86 for your put strike. You know, I would, if we're looking at 99.87, I'd be looking at like a 98, a 97, 96, somewhere in that range, okay, to get your puts or your strike price on your puts. Okay, and if we have a call, I'll look at it as well. But again, forward, another 2 down or 2 up that finished red. The time frame looks good. We'll take puts at 16.33 on Ford. LYFT is lift. A 2 up that finished red again. So we'll look for puts at 36.22 on lift. GE. We have a 2 up that finished red. Full time frame to the downside. Puts 93.41. SoFi, 2 up red. As I said, there's a bunch of them. Sorry. Excuse me. Puts at $8.89. NVAX inside bar, calls at 85.37, puts at 73.23. And again, for this one, if we're looking at strikes, let me just tag this in here. And this is one more here, but it's tiny. So this is a tough play here, but with the calls, my strike price, I'm probably looking at that $86, $87 range, okay, on NVAX, on the weekly swings. CSCO is Cisco, outside bar, calls at 56.70, puts at 53.65. Macy's, ticker symbol M, has a 2-up red, so puts at 25.51. And MU has a beautiful, tiny, tight inside bar on the weekly. This is one I would look at for sure. We got calls at 79.80, puts at 75.08. That's it, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck next week. I hope you guys do really well in the day trades, on your swing trades. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. And we will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.